Why the stock market loves the end of the year? Nasdaq edition. December, that magical time when we are drowning in cookies, Mariah Carey royalties hit peak levels, and oh yes, the stock market puts on its favorite ugly sweater and does something peculiar. Enter the Santa Claus Rally. Yes, historically the stock market tends to go up toward the end of the year, especially in the tech-heavy Nasdaq. Is it some kind of holiday miracle, or is it Wall Street just really good at riding holiday hype? Well, let's dig into it. The Santa Claus Rally refers to stock market's tendency to rise during the last 5 trading days of December and the first 2 of January. But why those specific days? Well, no one's entirely sure, but theories abound. Maybe it's holiday cheer. Maybe it's Wall Street interns hitting the buy button too many times while their bosses are skiing in Aspen. Historically, this rally isn't massive. It's more of a polite note upward. Over the past 50 years, S&P 500 has gained about 1.3% on average during this period. Not life-changing, but hey, still better than your portfolio's performance after investing into Hock Gold token. And it's not just the S&P. The Nasdaq, home to big tech, loves this time of year. Tech stocks thrive on optimism, and what's more optimistic than holidays? However, while the rally is common, it's not guaranteed. In 2023, for example, fears of inflation and rising interest rates muted market enthusiasm. Let's talk about tax loss harvesting. No, it's not as glamorous as it sounds, but it's a big driver of a year-end market activity. Here's the gist. Investors sell underperforming stocks at a loss to offset the gains they've made elsewhere in their portfolio. Think of it as financial Marie Kondoing. Does this stock spark joy? No? Then out it goes. The IRS allows taxpayers to deduct up to $3,000 in realized losses against ordinary income annually. By late December, these same investors often start reinvesting, creating upward pressure on the market. It's like taking down your sad Charlie Brown tree and replacing it with a Rockefeller Center masterpiece. Now, let's discuss window dressing. Sounds like something you do to your living room, right? Well, wrong. It's what fund managers do to their portfolios at the end of the year to look better in their reports. Here's how it works. Imagine you're managing a fund that's underperformed all year. Not great. But instead of owning up to your poor choices, you sell off the dudes and load up on high-performing stocks, just in time for the year-end statement. Suddenly, your portfolio looks like a winner, even if it spent 11 months in the gutter. This practice can influence stock prices, as fund managers scramble to buy winners. Research suggests that these actions can contribute to end-of-year market gains. Now, here's where things get really interesting for the Nasdaq. Holiday spending. Tech companies love December. Why? Because everyone and their grandma is buying gadgets. Laptops, smartphones, gaming consoles, you name it, it's flying off the shelves. For example, in 2022, US holiday retail sales hit a record $936 billion, with consumer electronics being one of the top categories. This surge translates to higher revenues, boosting stock performance for tech giants like Apple and Nvidia. Investors take notice, and prices tend to climb. Here's a fun fact. The stock market loves vibes, and during the holidays, those vibes are immaculate. People are in good moods, optimistic about the future, and generally feeling generous. Even Scrooge is out there buying stocks. Psychological factors like the desire to end the year on a high note can influence investors' behavior. While hard to quantify, sentiment plays a significant role in market momentum. Studies show that positive sentiment can drive increased trading volume and upward price movement. But why the Nasdaq specifically loves December? The Nasdaq is like the drama queen of the stock market. It's high risk, high reward, and absolutely loves attention. During December, tech stocks often outperform because of 2 things: hype and hope. Hype comes from new product launches, end-of-year sales, and optimistic earnings forecasts. On the other hand, hope comes from investors betting on the future. AI, EVs, the metaverse, you name it. If it sounds futuristic, it's on Nasdaq, and people are buying it. However, tech stocks are pretty volatile. In 2023, the Nasdaq soared over 40% on the back of AI-driven optimism. But similar gains definitely are not guaranteed every year. But before we go all in on the Santa Claus Rally, let's talk about the Grinch-like risks. Number 1, macroeconomic factors. Inflation, interest rates, and geopolitical tension can dampen a rally. If the Fed decides to raise rates right before Christmas, you can kiss those gains goodbye. Let's take December 2022. Hawkish Fed policies led to muted market performance. Number 2, January effect reversal. What goes up must come down. The January effect, where stocks often drop after a year-end rally, can turn your holiday gains into New Year's regrets. Number 3, tech overhype. Not every tech company is a winner. Betting on flashy startups without solid fundamentals is like buying fireworks with faulty lighter. Might be exciting, but might be also dangerous. So, is the Santa Claus Rally real? Absolutely. Is it reliable? Not so much. Think of it like a holiday dessert. Nice to enjoy, but don't bet your health on it.